Yo, what is up, folks? Forever here, and today we have a video that is going to be pretty much quick and to the point, but the video is longer than it needs to be because it's just showing the process of getting the levels, which is what this video is about, is leveling up super fast in the first Descendant. You can level your all of your Descendants really quickly by doing this one cheat method, and you can see all my Descendants at level 40. What you're going to do is go to the map, go to Kingston, and do the defense mission in Kingston. It is the first defense mission in the game. You can get it pretty easily once you start the story. And you're gonna go to wave 7 and then wave 10, unless you have a very competent team. That you can go to wave 14, wave 18 if you want to push it. But I suggest you go to wave 7, you go to wave 10 at least, and then leave and restart. You're gonna be able to get the amorphous materials as a reward, or shapeform stabilizers as well as a reward. But once again, I suggest you go straight to level 7 or 10 for these levels, because going just straight to level 10, I was able to push out, I believe it was 8 levels in this whole video. Like I said, this video is just gonna run. I'm not gonna have much to say while this video runs. I'm gonna speed it up, of course. But I went from level 13 to, I believe it was 21 or 22 by the end of this video, and it was really quick. Of course, me standing around most of the video was because my party members decided to be out in front of everything, so nothing ran to us. They were up there killing everything, and I was just shooting things that were kind of just passing by them. Other than that, it's a very easy defense mission. It does ramp up at, like, when you get to like 13 to 14, it starts to ramp up a bit. And then once you hit like 14, it's when it gets to like doomsday mode, especially if you're on a lower level Descendant that doesn't have very mods, or if your teammates are very low level and don't have that very many mods on them. And for some reason, a lot of people aren't putting their mods on because they're getting wiped out very quickly. And I don't understand why they're not putting mods on, but maybe they're just not used to the type of game. That's pretty much it for this video. I understand you don't want to watch the whole, however long this video is going to be. So just at least like, subscribe, and share to anyone that might want this information. I feel like it was pretty quick and concise and to the point, and getting the information that you wanted to know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's been forever. Peace out, and hopefully you enjoy. And like I said, this is the fastest way I found to level up so far. There are other defense missions later on, but they are harder in the very beginning, and they ramp up very quickly. This is just one of the easiest ones that ramps up a little bit later into the mission itself, depending on your skill level, of course. So if you don't know how the rewards work on the basis where you get at every wave section, you get a reward based on the chance that gives you to get the reward. So at the 7th mark, you get a chance to get the amorphous material 4, which is at a 30 to 50% chance, which honestly I feel like those chances are very off because I keep getting gold. I don't see how these chances are logical, because I get gold more than I get anything else. There was one wave where I got there was one run where I got amorphous materials for both 7 and 10, and I reran it again. I got amorphous materials again for both 7 and 10, but then after that I just got gold for like every other run after that for like 6 runs, and I was like, what is going on here? But yeah, aside from that, there's no other complaint I have about this mode. It is a good way to get gold as well. You do get like 1,000 gold per kill on certain mobs. They do drop a lot of gold. Make sure you run around the map and pick up your gold when your teammates are killing things, and when you're killing things, especially when one teammate's just in the middle of the map, in the back section, just wiping out things back to back. A few times during the match, a boss will spawn. It's gonna be, I think it's Greg, a cloned Greg, and this is right before the end of wave 7. He spawns, and it's pretty much the same fight as Greg. You just have to beat him down, and then he spawns those 3 orbs that protect him, make him immunity and invincible. And yeah, you just got to blow those up and then beat him down again. And then he spawns again, I want to say at 13. And he's a bit harder at that point. Not really much harder, but he's a bit harder. And it's the same thing, same fight. He jumps on you, he'll knock you back. He has his missile spawn attack, and then he has his triple orb immunity thing that goes on again. But yeah, the whole fight is just the same as regular. Out of the 30 Descendants I've done this on so far, I want to say that Bunny, of course, would be the easiest, because you can play her like you do. If you've ever played Warframe and you were around during Warframe's earlier days, where you could just, set up Ember to do an infinite inferno and just stand there and burn up everything around the map while they try to run towards you, it was pretty much that. And so with Bunny, instead you just turn on your electricity, you supercharge your speed and you run around the map and let everything die to your electricity. And it carries on for a while, especially if you're built for damage on your bunny, built towards, you know, power, range, and skill damage and skill crit, skill crit damage and skill crit. Bunny was actually the easiest for me to do this with, followed by, I want to say, Freyna, because as Freyna I could just camp a door and throw poison on the door and everything would just run into the door and die constantly. And because the poison would let them make tracks that would stay on the ground for a little bit longer, they would run into those tracks and get more poison and die again. And so, and then Ajax was actually the one that kind of gave me a little bit more work, because, like, of course he could protect the defense point himself, but like for him it was just a really weird getting used to like jumping into the enemies if I felt like it. And I don't know, I just can't vibe with Ajax's gameplay currently. He feels like an old school Rhino, but I feel like his jump should be like a multi-jump. You should be able to jump at least like 2 to 3 times, because that one jump just doesn't feel like it doesn't do enough. I don't know. If you were listening throughout this whole thing, thank you guys for listening to me out. But that's pretty much it for this video now. This is the actual ending of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Share this with a friend that may have some interest in how to level fast in the first Descendant. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Catch you in the flip side, homies.